Hey there, it's Rachel Mullins, the host of Hashtag No Filter Fridays on Public House Media.
This is Julianne Condia, host of Rewritten, here on Public House Media. Thank you so much for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you are done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Rewritten, where we will talk about you having limitless potential and can rewrite your story at any time. No matter your background, your past, or current situation, you can have the type of life you crave. A new show comes out every single Monday. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of Rewritten. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
You're listening to The Morning Uplift, the podcast that brings you motivation and encouragement to begin your week. I'm your host, Liz Colburn. Grab your coffee, begin getting ready for your day, and join me as we discuss what it means to find the beauty in your journey. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Morning Uplift. I'm so blessed to be back with you this morning. Do you ever have those mornings where it feels like you just fell asleep and then you're already waking up? Yeah, that's how I feel this morning after I had a wonderful guilt-free mommy vacation over the weekend. I woke up this morning, my head hit my pillow last night. I woke up this morning and I just feel like I just fell asleep. It's so great, being back from vacation and sleeping in your own bed. I had the most amazing time on my weekend away. I was in San Jose, California. I traveled over to the West Coast, which was my very first time ever being out there. I got to visit with my friends who live there, and I saw so much of God's beauty during my time there. Last night, I got in pretty late, and I was greeted by my boys. For those of you just tuning in for the very first time, my husband, Baxter, and I have a 1-year-old son, Beckham, both greeted me. Unfortunately, Beckham was already asleep, cuddling in his car seat, so I left him. But I was doing everything in my power not to scoop him up and cuddle him because I miss my boys so much. So as wonderful as it was being away and seeing the beautiful scenery and spending time in the vineyards and just time with my friend, it's just so nice to be home. I'm super thankful to be home with my boys, and I definitely feel that being away makes you grow so much in appreciation for your life and where you're at and who you're doing life with. So this morning, I'm here again with you. I want you to grab your coffee just like I did and lean in, because today we are going to just lead with this unshakable confidence that I want to help you with. When you're done listening to the show, I just want you to have coffee in one hand and unshakable confidence in the other hand. So let's do this. I've been told by people that they admire my confidence, and that's really humbling because I feel like there were a lot of seasons where I didn't feel confident in myself. And when I'm told that people admire my confidence, that makes me really thankful, thankful that people see that in me. I hope that I exude that. I want to have confidence in myself, but just like you, I do struggle with confidence at times. I know a lot of people, when they say that they admire my confidence, they often say things like, I just don't have the same outgoing personality as you, Liz. I don't have that personality that you have to be able to do it. But I'm here to tell you that it's not personality that makes a confident person. So you could be the most introverted person and still have the most confidence. It's not in being the smartest. It's not in being the prettiest or the most professional. It comes in overcoming things that you didn't realize you ever could. That's where confidence comes. Let me repeat that. In overcoming things that you didn't realize you could. So when you think of confidence throughout this entire conversation this morning, I want you to remember that confidence starts on the inside. It starts with belief in yourself. That's something that no one else can give you. Confidence isn't something where I can say, all right, now walk away with this unshakable confidence. You have it now. Go with it. It's not something that anybody can give to you. But also when you have confidence, it's also something no one can take from you. So I love that. Once you have it, no one can take that confidence away. It comes from belief. So some people like to say that you need to start your day with confidence, that it begins when you wake up. But I'm going to go against that philosophy, and I want to say that confidence begins the night before. You really need to prep yourself for having unshakable confidence. You need to know that even before you wake up, that you are about to wake up with that sense of confidence. It's making a plan to be confident in all aspects of your life, that when your feet hit that floor in the morning, you know that you've already set the tone for your day, what type of day you're going to have, and having that belief in yourself. So that unshakable confidence means that when you wake up, you're standing up a little taller. You already know what you want. You know your intention for the day. And you're also weeding people out of your life. This is sometimes the most difficult. You're weeding people out of your life that put you down, that are trying to steal your joy, that are trying to steal that confidence. And you know that you are worth more than you probably have ever given yourself credit for. So when I'm talking about unshakable confidence, you are really looking within this morning to find that. Stop looking around you. Stop trying to compare your life to other people, who they are, what they have. Who cares if you're comparing yourself to looks and what that looks like, what you think a confident person looks like or acts like? Don't worry if you feel like you're far from that confident person you see, because confidence is the most beautiful thing you can ever wear. Be proud of who you are. It shouldn't be based on how others see you anyways. It should be on how you see yourself. And that's so important to understand, that going back to what it is within you and being proud of that, being proud of where you've come from, being proud of how far you've made it on your journey, being proud of what you see when you look into your future. And maybe you're sitting in a season right now and you're like, man, I'm not really proud of much. Find something to be proud of. Find the littlest thing you can. Find something that does bring you joy and start doing it. Invest in yourself. Invest in ways that are going to bring you that confidence that you want to have. And if you're sitting in a rough patch or a rough season, just be grateful. Look for that good in your situation. I know I've had many seasons of not being confident, and all of those seasons of not being confident bring you to the confidence you have. When you choose to see the good and you choose to learn in order to push forward, that's where true confidence comes from. So when I feel like I'm not confident, as I said, I've had a lot of seasons where I feel not confident. I just know now that that's self-doubt trying to creep in and rob me of my joy. It's trying to convince me that I'm not enough. And I still have those moments where it creeps in. But the cool part about unshakable confidence is that you learn tools and tactics that when you are feeling that sense of self-doubt creeping in, you can turn it off a lot faster. So don't think that the most confident person never has moments of self-doubt. They do. Everybody does. But when you are really being intentional about having unshakable confidence, you should be quicker to turn off those noise. It's really just noise. It's noise in your head trying to convince you of things that are lies. So say no to them. Don't believe those lies, and get in the habit of trying to turn that noise off. Okay, it might start slow, where it takes you a week to turn off that self-doubt that's creeping in, and you're, harboring on yourself for a week, and then it turns into a couple days where, you're going through a funk and you're trying to turn that off, and then it turns into maybe a day or a couple hours, and then it becomes more instant that you're feeling that creep in and you turn it off right away and you say, no, I'm not going to believe those lies anymore. So just know that it's a process. Okay. It's a process that you are learning that confidence within yourself, and it's nothing that anybody else can give to you. It's nothing that anybody else can take away from you. That's freeing. I feel like that's freeing. That just takes a big weight off my chest, knowing that it's a process and knowing that it's nothing anybody can give me, nothing anybody can take away. So just be careful too that when we're talking about confidence today, that you don't interchange confidence and arrogance, okay? No one likes an arrogant person. No one likes someone who's high and mighty, that feels like they can do anything. That they set their mind to, because we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. Okay, we're not supposed to be good at everything. We are not designed, we are not created by God of this universe to be good at everything. That's why we need to lean on other confident people that might have other strengths than ours. Okay, so just because you're confident, we need to realize our shortcomings. We need to realize our areas of growth. But how we feel about ourselves drives those areas to still be better each day. Okay, there's areas of weakness in my life that I know I'm never going to be the best at, but I can be better at those every single day. Okay, so I hope this is at least stirring the pot a little bit this morning, okay? I'm not expecting every single one of you walks away today and feels like the most confident person in the world. But we can work on that confidence and we can work on growing that. And I hope that you are starting to make the decision that you can be confident, because you can. And maybe some days you feel confident and other days you don't. But make the decision to go for what you want and believe you are capable. And the days you aren't confident begin to get fewer and fewer. So if you haven't been told today yet, you matter. You are enough. You are capable of unshakable confidence. Lean into what gives you joy. Do the things you love and believe you are capable this week of doing more than you ever thought you could. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of The Morning Uplift on its new network. I've been your host, Liz Colburn. A little change again that I want to remind you that I will be having the motivational mantras in lieu of one Morning Uplift episode a month. And I just want to make it easy that this show is going to coincide with the Morning Uplift to be as easy as possible for my listeners to catch all my content in one place. So go over and like The Morning Uplift on Facebook, subscribe to my show on iTunes, and contact me at lizcolburnbb@gmail.com and tell me how you're trying to find confidence in your journey. If you're interested in having your voice on Public House Media, go to Public House Media on Facebook or thephmedia.com. The network believes in all voices being heard. Thank you so much for joining me this morning and spending your morning growing with me. God's blessings on an amazing, purpose-filled week. See you next time as we continue finding the beauty in your journey.
This February, history will be made. Millions will watch as 80 years of unjust stigma is left in the past. A product that drove good people to the black market will be revealed as one that's creating a new global market. This February, what inspired the symbol of counterculture will at long last be seen as just culture. The new normal is coming. Will you be one of the first to see it? Visit medmen.com to watch an exclusive preview.
The Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
Old moon, yeah. That's Hugo, tickling the ivories. He just saved by bundling home and auto with Progressive. Gonna finally buy a ring for that gal of yours, Hugo? Send her my condolences. Hi-oh! This next one's for you, too. There's a burglar in my heart. Thank you.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.